Welcome to the fascinating world of Machu Picchu, a 15th century Inca citadel nestled in the eastern Cordillera of southern Peru. Often referred to as the lost city of the Incas, this iconic site is a testament to the grandeur of the Inca Empire. Perched on a 2,430-meter mountain ridge, Machu Picchu overlooks the Sacred Valley, which lies 80 kilometers northwest of Cusco. The Urubamba River flows past it, carving through the Cordillera and creating a canyon with a tropical mountain climate. The Inca civilization had no written language, and following the first encounter by the Spanish soldier Baltasar Ocampo, no Europeans are recorded to have visited the site from the late 16th century until the 19th century. As far as historical knowledge extends, there are no existing written records detailing the site during its period of active use. The names of the buildings, their supposed uses, and their inhabitants are the product of modern archaeologists based on physical evidence, including tombs at the site. Machu Picchu was built in the classical Inca style, with polished dry stone walls. Its three primary structures are the Temple of the Sun, the Temple of the Three Windows, and the Intihuatana. Most of the outlying buildings have been reconstructed in order to give visitors a better idea of how they originally appeared. By 1976, 30% of Machu Picchu had been restored and restoration continues. Most recent archaeologists believe that Machu Picchu was constructed as an estate for the Inca Emperor Pachacuti. The Incas built the estate around 1450 but abandoned it a century later, at the time of the Spanish conquest. According to the new AMS radiocarbon dating, it was occupied from circa 1420 to 1532. Historical research published in 2022 claims that the site was probably called Huayna Picchu by the Inca people themselves, as it exists on the smaller peak of the same name. Machu Picchu was declared a Peruvian historic sanctuary in 1982 and a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. In 2007, Machu Picchu was voted one of the new 7 wonders of the world in a worldwide internet poll. The site is on a narrow saddle between two mountain peaks, Machu Picchu and Huayna Picchu. A study published in 2021 suggests that, in the Quechua language, the abandoned Inca site was called Huayna Picchu, after the smaller peak at the site, or perhaps just Picchu. Machu Picchu was previously believed to have been built in the 1450s. However, a 2021 study led by Richard L. Berger, a professor of anthropology at Yale University, used radiocarbon dating to reveal that Machu Picchu may have been occupied from around 1420 to 1530 AD. Construction appears to date from two great Inca rulers, Pachacutec Inca Yupanqui and Tupac Inca Yupanqui. A consensus among archaeologists is that Pachacutec ordered the construction of the royal estate for his use as a retreat, most likely after a successful military campaign. During its use as an estate, it is estimated that about 750 people lived in Machu Picchu, with most serving as support staff who lived there permanently. Though the estate belonged to Pachacutec, religious specialists and temporary specialized workers lived there as well, most likely for the ruler's well-being and enjoyment. During the harsher season, staffing was reduced to about 100 servants and a few religious specialists focused on maintenance alone. Much of the farming done at Machu Picchu was done on its hundreds of man-made terraces. These terraces were a work of considerable engineering, built to ensure good drainage and soil fertility while also protecting the mountain itself from erosion and landslides. However, the terraces were not perfect, as studies of the land show that there were landslides that happened during the construction of Machu Picchu. Little information describes human sacrifices at Machu Picchu, though many sacrifices were never given a proper burial and their skeletal remains succumbed to the elements. However, there is evidence that retainers were sacrificed to accompany a deceased noble in the afterlife. Animal, liquid, and dirt sacrifices to the gods were more common and were made at the altar of the condor. The tradition is upheld by members of the New Age Andean religion. In the late 16th century, Spaniards who had recently gained control of the area documented that indigenous individuals mentioned returning to Huayna Picchu, the name that is believed to be originally given to the site by locals. The Spanish conquistador Baltasar do Campo had notes of a visit during the end of the 16th century to a mountain fortress called Pitcos with sumptuous and majestic buildings, erected with great skill and art. In 1911, American historian and explorer Hiram Bingham traveled the region looking for the lost capital of the Neo-Inca state, established by Manco Inca after the Spanish conquest, and was led to Machu Picchu by a villager, Melchor Artiega. Bingham found the name Agustin Lizarraga and the date 1902 written in charcoal on one of the walls of the Temple of the Three Windows. Though Bingham was not the first to visit the ruins, he was considered the scientific discoverer who brought Machu Picchu to international attention. In 1981, Peru declared an area of 325.92 square kilometers surrounding Machu Picchu a historic sanctuary. In addition to the ruins, the sanctuary includes a large portion of the adjoining region, rich with the flora and fauna of the Peruvian Yungas and Central Andean wet puna ecoregions. Beyond its historical significance, Machu Picchu houses a diverse range of species. Among them are the Andean fox, puma, viscacha, spectacled bear, and white-tailed deer. The sanctuary is also habitat for more than 420 bird species, notably the cock of the rock and the Andean condor. Along the Urubamba River, below the ruins, surrounding the train line street, is the town of Machu Picchu, also known as Aguas Calientes, with a post office, a train station, many inexpensive and some expensive hotels, and other services for the many tourists. The station, called Puente Ruinas, the bridge to the ruins, is the end of the line for the Tren de Turismo, the tourist train, which arrives every morning from Cusco and returns every afternoon. There is a luxury hotel on the mountain near the ruins. Machu Picchu is both a cultural and natural UNESCO World Heritage Site. Since its rediscovery in 1911, growing numbers of tourists have visited the site each year, with numbers exceeding 1.4 million in 2017. As Peru's most visited tourist attraction and a major revenue generator, it is continually exposed to economic and commercial forces. In the late 1990s, the Peruvian government granted concessions to allow the construction of a cable car and a luxury hotel, including a tourist complex with boutiques and restaurants and a bridge to the site. Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas, is a marvel of ancient architecture and a testament to the Inca civilization. Its strategic location, impressive stonework, and the mystery surrounding its purpose continue to captivate the world. Despite the challenges posed by tourism and preservation, Machu Picchu remains a symbol of the Inca Empire's grandeur and an important part of Peru's cultural heritage. As we continue to explore and understand this fascinating site, we are reminded of the remarkable capabilities of ancient civilizations and their enduring impact on the world.